Hey, good morning, Keller Williams people. Thank you for joining me for the Agent Quick Start video series. This is going to be 3 videos. We're going to cover a couple pretty easy things to do. One of them is going to set up your your .kw.com website. So, for instance, my website is jeremymullins.kw.com. Next thing we're going to do is we're actually going to look into how to download and start sharing your mobile app. And then we're going to show you where you can actually take that information, your domain name and your app, and now we have your KW email, and we can throw those on your business card and even get those ordered today. So what we're going to do is I'm actually logged in. If you want to log in, you can go to agent.kw.com. If you've already logged in, it's going to take you to a screen that looks similar to mine. We're going to jump over here where it says your name, and we're going to click on your name, and we're going to go to settings. And then on the left-hand side, what we're going to do is we're actually going to jump in. We're going to skip all this stuff for now. We're going to come back to that in the settings tutorials. But we're going to come over here to connect settings, and we're going to click on marketing profile. Marketing profile is going to have anything that's public facing. So your website, your apps. It's going to be shortcuts to import things for your designs that you're going to learn about later on in the series as well. So make sure that when you fill this information out, you take your time, make sure everything is correct. No spelling errors, no grammatical errors. We want this to be perfect. What you're going to do is you're going to put in your photo. I am not very good at taking photos, but here is my logo. So that is my photo. I've uploaded that 360 by 360. I've uploaded my team logo, which is also that same amount, that same pixel size. If you don't belong to a team, you don't have to put anything in here. You can leave it blank. The KW logo will be replaced automatically. What I'm going to go do is I'm going to go through and just fill in the information with all that I possibly can, making sure that I hit all these little red stars, making sure I hit anything that's required because I won't be able to publish the page until that's happened. You do need to upload your broker logo. Once again, looking at that size of 360 by 360. And you're going to go through here and fill in the information here. You don't have to have any legal footer. I want to make sure that you do have each office independently owned and operated. If you want the legal information, you can go to kw.com. On the bottom, they have our privacy policy. I just copy that right there. Social media links, you can put in the social media links as far as how people can find you on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. If you have a Facebook pixel, we'll be learning about that at a later date and video, but you can put that there, and then Google Analytics tracking just to see who's on your website and what's going on there. So once this is all filled out, you're going to hit the save button down here on the bottom. And then once you've saved it, you're going to come back up here at the top, and you're going to make sure this little box here is checked. It says use my information to brand my agent site. That's going to give you a little jump start to make sure that it pulls in all that marketing information over to your website. And if this is not checked, it will not do that. And honestly, it could put a little interruption on how long your site is taking to publish. So once that is done and you're happy with all the content, if you click on the KW up here, you can go down to consumer. That's the very, very bottom tab. And what we're going to do is we're going to launch your agent site. So when you get onto this tab, there are 2 different options. There should be a banner up here that says configure your agent site, or on the bottom down here where it says configure your agent site on the lower left-hand side. When I click on that, what's going to happen is it's going to pop up. I'm going to pick up on the top option where it says I want to use my KW agent site. I'm going to hit submit. And what we have now is a Kelly guide. This is going to be pretty much a 4-step process to make sure that our site is up and branded. So when I click on get started, I'm going to acknowledge and continue. And pretty much what I do is I just kind of follow along the timeline as needed. So I get to pick my subdomain, which is typically my name. If you have a longer name that you don't know if people know how to spell, maybe try to shorten it up. Maybe like, Sal with Sal, or, Jersey with Jake, something like that, something that people can remember, something easy. And it's going to end with .kw.com. Once that is done, I hit confirm domain. This just means no other KW agent has used this website once you get that green checkbox. Under the marketing profile, it's probably imported all of your information from the marketing profile. Just go through, double check, make sure everything is correct. Mine looks pretty good. If this is blank, don't worry. This is going to be auto-filled here in just a little bit. I'm going to hit save and continue. It says I need to confirm my domain. And then I'm on step 2. So step 1 is done. I'm on style and theme. I get to go through and I get to pick how I want my website to look. I have my homepage text, which is right here. I can change that if I want to. Then I have the option to go through and delete or use any of these photos. I also can go through and upload my own. It gives you parameters right here to how to upload your own photos. So when you click on upload, you just want to make sure that they fill that size. Hit save and continue. And then the next one is going to be your company profile. This one is going to be, you're going to want some information. You're going to have a paragraph here, and a paragraph here. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you have that content before you jump in. So if you need to, you can skip this page. We can always go back and redo it if we need to. In this circumstance, I'm actually going to skip it. You can find this information down here, or you go through and fill in the blank, but I'm going to skip it for now just to get my site up and launched. Next, I'm going to do I'm going to go through navigation. This is going to be the About Me page. I get to go through and put in some information about myself as a realtor. So Google picks up on this page. They get to go through and change in the content that shows up here on the left-hand side. Once that is done, I hit save and continue. My contact information page pops up. SEO, content, save and continue. And once that is done, I am pretty much all set. I can close this out. I'm going to give it a few minutes. The system might take just a little bit to set up. But pretty much what happens is once it is set up and you refresh the page, you'll see this banner up here that says you can see your configured agent site page right here. If I click on it, it's going to open up a new tab. That new tab is going to show me my website, which is going to be all set. And then what I can do is if I wanted to, I can go over here to Site App and Settings and go to URLs. And you can see that I have my URL here that is all set. And once again, your mobile app, which is going to be in the next video, I can copy that link right there. I'm going to paste that in a new video. I'm sorry, in the new tab. And I just want to make sure that my branding has carried over. So if I see my name and my face here, that means it is good to go. And join me on the next video to learn how we're going to utilize this app, a quick tour on how you can actually share it from your phone, and some other information. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you in the next video.